How's it going, everybody? It's boy Pixelated Pat. It's my pleasure to welcome you back to another episode of our Pokemon Gaia Hardcore Nuzlocke. Today on the agenda, we'll be taking over the Telemark City Gym as a requirement for our villain arc. After becoming a hardened criminal and the leader of the biker gang in the last episode, I have no choice but to continue this crime spree so I can set an example for all those that commit anarchy in the name of Lord Helix. All praise. Anyways, I was super excited going into this gym, and that's because the leader of this gym uses poison-type Pokemon. If there's anything I learned throughout my years of playing Pokemon, it's that the poison type can be dangerous if you're not ready for them and the utility that they bring to the table. Poison type Pokemon are capable of a variety of different coverages and strategies, so I knew I was going to have to stay on my toes and get creative if I wanted to pass this gym without making any unnecessary sacrifices. After all, with my new position as the leader of the biker gang, I can't afford to look weak in front of the squad. That being said, I was super pumped that I got to bring along some of our new recruits along for the ride. After evolving the Scyther that we captured in Balloon Town with the Regal Stone and the Durant in Nemesis Cave, I knew that I was going to have to bring them along due to their immunity to poison type attacks. I also brought along our encounter from the Battle Marsh, Primeape, who we captured as a Mankey. And if there's anything I love doing in the Nuzlocke, it's giving all these different Pokemon the chance to shine, and we got a lot of that coming up in today's episode. For example, we have a lot of action with our girl Durana here. This is still my first time using a Durant, and so far I have been absolutely impressed with the utility she brings to the team. I already feel like she has a lot of synergy with the rest of the team, and with awesome coverage moves like Iron Head, Crunch, Aerial Ace, and Dig, you can bet that she's got enough going for her to become a shining star on the team. And if there's anything I love about the Nuzlocke experience, it's getting using a Pokemon you've never used before and finding out it's more lit than me and my cousin after I take a quote-unquote walk during the Thanksgiving family get-together. That being said, it's just a shame that we weren't able to bring Rizzy Azumarill along for this gym. Naturally, I made the decision to leave him behind due to not wanting to risk losing him to a super strong poison type attack, but good decision or not, it still doesn't change the fact that I'm bummed about not getting to bring him along for this one. After all, this is the first gym that he's missed out on, and after all the times he's rose to the occasion during a tough battle, you can bet that I was missing having him in the lineup. This one's for you, buddy. Anyways, we actually had a pretty close call there with our new friend Monkey, but luckily he was able to pull through without getting knocked out. While there's not much of a chance that he'll make it to the final team due to the fact that I already have Magna, I still don't want to lose him unnecessarily, so I'm going to do my best to keep him alive so that way I can get the most out of him. I've always loved Primeape too, ever since the episode in the anime where Ash caught one, so you can bet that he'll get every opportunity to shine. That being said, it's just a shame we weren't able to encounter a good Psychic-type Pokemon before the gym. While we do have our good friend Swoobat in the box with access to moves like Heart Stamp and eventually Psychic, for me, he just doesn't have the raw power to justify bringing him into the gym. Between the fact that we already have an amazing lineup of Flying-type Pokemon and the fact that I can't trust him against a gym leader he has a type advantage against, we probably won't see much of him for the remainder of the run, but I'm still glad I got to use it and learn what Swoobat's made of after never having used one before. Anyways, the time has finally come for us to face the gym leader so we can claim this gym and city as our own. He leads off with Arbok, who instantly lands an Intimidate when I sound out Durana, which forces me to switch right away into Monkey, who has to take a Glare. Then we take a Sludge Bomb to the face right away while also losing the turn to Paralysis, but we're able to break through it with a Stroke of Luck on the next 2 turns to land a huge hit on Arbok. However, it survives, so we have to switch into Durana on the Safe Switch Potion turn, who luckily has enough power to land the first knockout of the match after a huge dig. And next up is Drapion, so the strategy here was plain and simple, knock it out before it can wreak any havoc on my team. It definitely could have with moves like Night Slash and Acupressure, but we're able to dispose it easily enough with another dig from Durana, scoring her second KO of the match. And third up is Nidoking, so I switch out right away to let Phineas get a piece of the action, but I was caught by surprise to see that we switched him right into a Shockwave. However, Nidoking doesn't use the electric type attack again, so Phineas is able to take him out with a pair of Surfs after taking some damage from Sludge Bomb and Icy Wind, which leaves us with only Venusaur standing between us and the badge. So naturally, I switch Phineas out right away so I don't take the risk of losing my only Surfer. That would definitely suck, and he Mega Evolves right away and lands a very weak Razor Leaf on Nova. From there on, I spam a couple Aerial Aces, but Venusaur is able to hang on with just a couple HP, so after that, I switch out into Staraptor on the Safe Switch Heal turn after Nova gets hit with Leech Seed. And all it takes from there is another pair of Aerial Aces, and Staraptor has officially won us our 5th gym badge, making this the 2nd gym in a row where we took down a Mega Pokemon without using one ourselves. And just like that, we have not only become the leader of a biker gang, but the leader of the whole city after taking down their hero. However, due to the fact that he put up a decent fight, I decided to make him one of my lieutenants, forever strengthening my forces and starting him on his own journey into villainy. After all, I need someone to keep the Order of Anarchy active as I take over the rest of the region. Anyways, now that we got that out of the way, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to all of you absolute legends who've been taking the time out of your day to check out the channel and support the videos. I couldn't do it without you guys, and I can't wait to see what comes next. That's all I got for today, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Pixelated Pat, signing off.